What up, guys? CP the Tool Addict. Woo! I hope you guys are doing all right, man. I got a wet mullet, and I gotta say, I am just moist with overjoyment that you're coming back. And I mean that literally. I am seriously moist with overjoyment. We got a great one for you today. This is going to be fantastic. I am so excited to show this to you, talk about this, and actually give you some real non-biased information that's going to definitely pique your interest. And I will tell you, this is definitely not a DIY tool that I would suggest, and I'm going to show you guys today. You can, and I wouldn't be mad at you if you bought it, but this is a little bit pricey for the deal. But anyways, we're going to go over this. We're going to talk about this and just do the deal. Talk about the Hot Tools deal real quick. The blue color is really popping. I don't know if anybody has a set of the new ones. I'm going to check this out. And I got to tell you, the video's a week behind because I am been busy. So you're seeing this a week after I've already done this. But new hat. My buddies had these blue screwdrivers for years, and they look about the exact same. And I don't know why Snap-on's calling them new, but definitely Snap-on is and these are limited edition, guys. I don't know that I've heard a lot of people talking about that. But I talked to my Snap-on guys. These are limited edition, and he was kind of like, yeah, I don't know why we're doing this, and we're just not coming back out with them. The titanium gray has been kind of, I think has been kind of popular, and it's been through their 100th and whatnot, but nonetheless, sorry, the fan's blowing, so everything's windy around here. Not just me. I love the new toolbox cart. Guys, if you haven't seen this, I like this design. I think this is really cool. It really signifies a great power drawer, in my opinion. And this does have power into it right in the corner here, I believe. Yeah, I think right up in there in the corner it has power. I'm going to check on the price of that, but not a bad cart for. I know it does have a power wrap over here, but I think Snap-on did a great job on this cart. It's called the Speed Dock, and it even has this speed drawer in it. Fighting my fan, Patton fan, man. Patton used to make the best fans. They're out of business now. I have 2 of them, but this fan puts out a ton of air. I mean, a ton of air. It just makes my mullet fly in the air. But I don't want to get to talking too long here because you guys have probably seen most of this, and obviously this is not a crazy, awesome flyer. Snap-on just doesn't. The guys do better deals on their trucks than they do on the flyers. Screwdrivers, you know. Besides Tarek and a few others, I think that you want to buy screwdrivers every day, all day long. They're just fun to have. Die grinders, you know. I didn't really see anything in here that really set me off. The wrench set kind of did. That was not a bad deal. They have I thought this was a pretty good deal. 10 to, let me check here. Let me check the price on this. 10 VSM 521. Nope. VSM. Where's the? They don't even have this listed. Includes VSM. Oh, that's the part. So this is a VSM 807B. Okay, so this is the set. For $263 for a Snap-on angled wrench set. That's not terrible. 10 to 17. Like my buddy said, over the years he's got by really good using that. And whatnot, little borescopes, neck lights, you know, more colors. I mean, the flyer's popping as far as the colors and whatnot, but you know, nothing crazy. Anyways, you know, we don't need to talk about that too much. But the only thing I saw in there was the angle wrenches. I thought not a half bad deal. But what I am going to show you today is we're going to talk about this bad boy. So I'm going to get this thing whipped around here, set up. We're going to talk about it. All right, guys. So this is the EEPV700-KIT. And I'll open this up right away so you can kind of get a lick on this and see what you think of it. We're going to get pretty serious about this real quick. No joking, whatnot, because this is kind of a big deal. So I had some reservations about getting this kit. I've been wanting it for a while. There's a couple reasons why. First of all, people will say this is a bougie tool. That is absolutely false. This is a tool that actually will revolutionize all other pressure testing tools for mechanics. The reason why I say that, if you're a DIY and you're listening, which is really good if you are, and I appreciate you doing that, because you're going to want to hear this too to understand. But for safety reasons, this thing is so much better, and the biggest reason is right here is it's got a magnetic back. Magnetic back. So what's that mean? Well, that means basically that when you're trying to do a fuel pressure test or something like that, you can stick it underneath the hood of a car, put it somewhere where it's magnetic, and literally get it out of the way so it's not on the hood. Not only that, it's Bluetooth, so that really makes it awesome. I don't have, I will try to show you the app in another part of the video and talk about it, because I'm going to have to edit this one probably pretty crazy like, but it's got a quick coupler on here, and it's got you 3 different hoses. Comes with your fuel pressure hose and a compression tester adapter, transmission pressure adapter. Now, if you have the Snap-on kits already, you're pretty much well set up with that. So that's an extension there. Let me see here. Yeah. Are these the same fittings on here? I'll be dipped. Yeah. So you'll see here on this page, we have the oil pressure, transmission, vacuum adapter. So it has a vacuum gauge on it, which makes it really nice for vacuum gauge. And I literally am going to be excited about using that. But the compression tester hose. This is, let's see, this is your oil pressure hose. And there's your compression adapter hose, which I have the compression tester kit. So I will show you that, you know, to talk about it for a second. So I already have the Snap-on compression tester kit. I actually got this for a smoking deal. It was a repo trade-in, and so this is really nice. I already have this and already got the adapter. So cool thing is you don't have to, you can still use your gauge from your kit for other things, but it gives you the actual hose so that all you have to do is clip on to your normal fittings. And I really like that. So like so, and then you can hook it in there. Once again, excuse me, my fan, but now you just have those hoses you can use with it, so that's cool. I will tell you that I'm a little bit curious, which obviously I don't have another compression tester, but I am curious about other adapter kits, whether or not they'll be compatible with this. And I will tell you, the fuel pressure adapter kit isn't. But, however, I am going to show you how to remedy that problem. Of course, this is your transmission hose and vacuum hose adapter, and it gives you the 2 pin tools right there. So the next thing is, I'm sure some of you are like, but CP, I already have a Mac fuel injection tester kit. What am I going to do now with a Snap-on? And what you're thinking is 100% correct. So now, am I going to have to go buy a Snap-on? Which, this is the Snap-on original line that comes with this kit right here. And so what I've done is that all I done was change the pintles out from my other kit to the top of this one. I will tell you, the reason why I had to do that is because if you look down in here, see if I can get these up here without making an entire mess. If you look up in there where the check balls run on the side of them, they have a different depth. This one's closer to the top and this one's closer to the bottom. Now, the one that's closer to the top is obviously using a different fitting because that's the Mac one. Sorry, I knew this was going to be a spider web mess. Tough video to make, let me tell you. So what I did was I just swapped the fittings off of the Snap-on from my Mac one to this. And now I can run this, and you have to change this hose because now your fittings for all your lines and all your T-connectors and everything else on your Mac kit or whatever will now adapt, and you can use them on your digital compression tester. Now, I'm sure some of you were probably wondering that, and maybe some of you even figured that out. But you can see where the check balls are just different depths. The Max Style, this is a USA kit too. It's not even a foreign kit. 100% USA. The Max Style has these check balls up closer, where the Snap-on has a little bit farther depth in there. You see where they're a little bit deeper down there. So if you have a Snap-on kit, you're good. But obviously, I didn't want to trade my Mac kit in for a new Snap-on one when I have a good pressure tester with all the fittings and everything in it, as you see here. So I thought that was really nice to figure that out. You get that figuring out. The Bluetooth app, what's cool about this wireless pressure tester is that measures in all your units, PSI, kPa, and pounds per inch, or pounds, I guess would be. Yeah, so you got 3 PSI, kPa, and PSI. Different modes for vacuum, and then your pressure, vacuum pressure, and then obviously it's got a light on it, and then you can hook it up to your Bluetooth. The Bluetooth app, now what I was getting to with this is that the Bluetooth app will be really nice because I can stick this under the hood, and now I can read this from in the car. And not only that, it records data. So say you're doing a fuel pressure test on a drive, which a lot of us have done a ton of times. Now you can record your data and have that for the customer to share with them. That's why this kit is definitely handy, and this is the 700, so it is a 500 PSI max. This is not the diesel version up to 1,000 PSI. No, I did not get it. I contemplated it, but I opted for this because I really don't do that many diesels, and quite frankly, I would prefer not to. But nonetheless, it is kind of pricey at $550. You know, I mean, it is what it is, but I think it's well worth it for the money. For me, the magnet on the back is clearly strong. Comes with a few extra items in here, like a Schrader valve and whatnot, but a nice kit, quick coupler, packs in here well, and I like it because these kits, I do kind of wish I had the Snap-on kit because I like how these cases are. They stack on top of each other really well. But really well-built machine. Not too hard to change batteries. It is not rechargeable. I will say that. I hadn't seen a lot of people talk about that. Let me get this cover off. So there's just 4 Phillips screws in the back to take that off to change the batteries out. I am not quite sure what the batteries it takes inside of it are. I will talk about the Bluetooth, though, real quick. So there's kind of a chart, if I don't slip a video in here of it, because I'm not sure that a lot of you guys want to see me do that unless I actually have it on something testing. But the app comes up in your phone. If you have the Bluetooth multimeter, you'll probably understand the apps are very similar as the Bluetooth multimeter, but there's your pressure and it gives you a graph. You can type in the customer's name, the test right there, and then you can do the results and everything right there on the end. It's a really good representation of it. As far as the battery, I don't know if it says it there, but it stores and saves the results. I don't know if it says the battery size in here. I'll have to check into that real quick. I wouldn't expect anything less but a 9-volt battery from Snap-on. I was looking through the manual there. I just kind of got this kit and been reading over it and whatnot, so not really familiar, but I have seen it used. Another friend of mine has it at a shop, and that's kind of why I bought this. He's been using it, and he said, dude, this is a godsend compared. A lot of times you see mechanics driving down the road with something taped to the windshield. Not going to lie to you, that is usually a fuel pressure tester or a transmission pressure tester. And it's not fun, really. It sucks. They usually tape it or secure it to the window or something like that. And quite frankly, this is way better. I stick it underneath the hood. I don't have to worry about it dragging. I actually had a transmission pressure tester that got ripped off of a vehicle. Fell off. The hose wasn't long enough. Fell off hanging off the mirror. Ran it over and ruined it. And there's $150 down the drain. So I can tell you that this tool will absolutely pay back its money because in loss of damages and ruining hoses and stuff like that. I just really feel like this is well worth the money if you're a mechanic and you're looking for something like this. Great tool. Once again, Snap-on's making great stuff like this. And this is something that I don't believe this is new. It's been out for a while, but Bluetooth app makes it a whole lot easier. I like the recording function. A lot more things in the mechanic or technician business, or auto repair business, I should say, auto repair industry, is driven towards documentation now, and I like the fact that this documentates everything. So anyways, guys, that's the video for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. If you were wondering about it and you were curious about, that was a big thing there, I thought, was whether or not, if you were on the fence wondering about this, if you could get your kits to work interchange. Yes. Now, some of you might ask too, can you change this fitting? Absolutely not. If you look at the fittings on this one, they have a taper to them. They're a little bit different versus, or excuse me, that's the Mac one. This is a snap-on. So you see the bigger square fitting on it? It is a small, it's a bigger fitting on this one, if I remember correctly. I tried switching those first, and this is a smaller fitting. So you can't switch your coupler like that. Otherwise, that would have been an easy. But this is, I mean, obviously I have a little bit shorter hose, but you can even see right on here. I will tell you, I have my doubts about whether or not that one's made in the USA, but if you look right on here, this hose actually says made in the USA, and I can tell you, honestly, from my honest opinion, let's just look at this one real quick before somebody tries to crucify me, but this hose does not say made in the USA. And I can tell you, it is a little bit more pliable. Let me double check. There might be some Snap-on guy that jumps on here and says, oh, it's made in the USA, but I'll be honest with you, the kit is not, the tester itself is not made in the USA. I know that for a fact, because it's electronic, and almost anything electronic is not made in the USA. See if they put it on here anywhere. Might not have. There's the part numbers are all on this lid here. Assembled in the USA with global components. So there you go. I would bet you dollars to donuts that they're using a foreign hose on this. So it's nice to be able to keep my USA made kit that's been working for Mac Tools forever. And not only that, I actually switched this over, and I can use my digital or my analog gauges on this. Now I just got to figure out a coupling, and I'll try to get another fitting or a different fitting for this, and maybe an adapter or something like that. I'll find a fitting, maybe change the hose. I don't know what I'll do. I can order parts, because the nice thing about all these kits is they have a parts list right up here. And this one actually comes with, Mac really did themselves in when they did this kit. This is a nice kit, and I love this kit, and it's been great for me for years. But they do all the part numbers on all their stuff, so I can order these hoses and whatnot and get these adapters. Get her all shined up. Anyways, guys, remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that bell. Remember, keep your hands dirty and your money clean. Thanks for watching.